join us. Everyone, let's give Coach Stoops a hand. Coach Stoops.
Happy to be here. Happy to be a part of it.
Oh, we're glad you're ready to be a part of it. Coach Stoops, we've just got a couple questions for you. We don't want to take a lot of your time. But we know that you have a big game today, and we're just wondering kind of how are you feeling about the game today? What are your emotions like?
Certainly feel pretty good about it. Feel like it's a good opportunity for the program. Kids been working hard, putting in the effort here. And, certainly coming into the season had a brand new receiving corps, new defensive coordinator. I know some of the schemes are the same, but hey, everybody does something a little bit different. And Mike had to get used to the guys had to get used to Mike. And kind of feel like we let one slip away from us there early, so it's a good opportunity for us to show America kind of a little bit about OU football. So we're looking forward about it. Got number 5 undefeated ranked team coming into our place. Hopefully we can do well today.
Well, that's pretty cool, Coach. I know it's definitely a big thing, and it's been a big transition for some of your players and everything. But okay, I know you're full of coach speak. We all know that coaches talk coach speak. But I've got a question for you. This is a men's event. This is a spiritual event, and we want to know how do you prepare your players to battle God's team. It's Notre Dame. That's God's team, right?
Certainly, I don't know who started calling them God's team and all. I understand they're a religiously backed institution. But hey, I read the Bible. I'm a Catholic myself, so. But last time I checked, when Jesus was on the cross, saving humanity and all that, the color of stains he left on the cross were crimson. Some of you pastors right there kind of sound like I just gave you all a sermon illustration, Get up there tomorrow. Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you what to preach. God can do that, but you use that tomorrow, it might just increase your offertory. I don't know. I'm just saying about that, Hey, so how I look at that is, God, He can create the universe in 6 days. Pretty much have to figure a guy like that can bleed whatever color he wants, and certainly in the end there it wasn't blue and gold. So not going to say based on that limited scriptural evidence that OU's God's team, but I think it says something. So
that's a fair response, Coach. I never really thought of it that way. Let's just, I was kind of moving along. What is your favorite play to call as a head coach?
Oh, it's easy. My favorite play is Les Miserables. My wife kind of likes Phantom of the Opera, but I kind of look at that like any guy wearing that tight of pants and a mask could benefit greatly from being tackled a couple times. So, you probably meant football play. I think I took that in a direction it didn't need to go there. I apologize. As a head football coach, I don't get to make a lot of play calls anymore, except in practice. So I can kind of talk about that. Every week you got to practice plays you think will work against your opponent, and then practice plays you think your opponent's going to use against you. So we like to change it up a little bit. For instance, we're preparing for our big matchup against Texas. We know how that's gone the last couple of years for us there. We instituted a play for our defense. We called it Longhorn. And we get up there and we call Longhorn, and what would happen during practice there is our offense would hike the ball. Our defensive line would just lay down and let us run for 60 yards. So worked out real well. Felt pretty good about our scouting because Texas actually used that play a couple of times.
Coach, I think you should know our men's director. He is a diehard Longhorn fan, and so he may have.
God can save him, hopefully, at this men's conference. So there's hope. We believe a gospel of hope. So.
All right, well, Coach, we've only got a couple more minutes, so I just want to throw 2 questions at you.
All right.
First of all, we know that you're a big-time family man, and we've got a lot of fathers in here who have kids that are involved in Little League and Pee Wee football and stuff like that. But what's it like for you as head coach of the University of Oklahoma whenever you go and watch your kids play Pee Wee football being coached by someone else?
Well, certainly I think your coaches do a good job of teaching fundamentals and strategies and, understanding of the game and all that. There's only so much, though, that they can do. Work ethic, good sound moral conduct, character, those type of things have to be taught in the home. So I work on what I do. They work on what they do. But hey, listen, I'm more concerned about the refs when we go. I've been known to give a ref an was appropriate. Certainly, I think, what are they going to say? Going to look up at me with all my Big 12 titles and my national championship, tell me I don't know anything about football? I don't think that's how that conversation is going to go. So, therapist tells me I got a lot of pent-up angst, and I guess referees probably residual from Boise State and Oregon. I just think that's good, solid parenting. So I guess as when my kids involved in athletics, I'd say coaches got to coach, players got to play, but parents got to parent. So that's kind of my look at that.
Oh, that's awesome, Coach. The moral of the story, guys, is go win a few Big 12 titles, and then you can yell at the refs. So that's what it means. One more question, Coach.
All right.
And this is a big one. It's going to go back to the big game today. And I just want to ask, I know on Friday nights, usually the coach will let the players watch a movie or something like that. But I was just wondering, last night, did you have the team watch Rudy?
Well, actually, this whole week we've had to do things a little different. Certainly your film preparation time should incorporate several different things. Certainly in the end there, you've got to know what your team's going to do. So we did a little watching of the current squad there for Notre Dame, try to figure out some tendencies, some strengths and weaknesses, things we can exploit on offense and defense and special teams there. But yeah, we changed it up, got to get a big picture view. So we threw a little Rudy in there. Some of our guys thought it was a little odd that Samwise Gamgee is playing football for Notre Dame, but I didn't know hobbits could do it. Hey, I said, as long as he's Catholic and has a high enough SAT, equal opportunity, I don't care. So, we didn't just stop there. I think part of game planning is giving your guys things to say to other players when they're hitting them hard, or laying on the top of them in a big pile. So we threw some honey boo-boo in there, get a big hit, and they say, hey, you better redneck it night. Got to get some of that stuff. Some of our linemen can make their belly buttons talk now. We watched a little bit of the leprechaun, a little guy run around scaring St. Joseph out of people. You got to know what you're up against. So yeah, we changed it up quite a bit this week.
That's pretty awesome, Coach. Well, we know you're busy and preparing for the game, so we'll let you go. Everyone, let's give Coach Stoops a big hand for joining us.